Well, good Sunday evening. First Alert meteorologist Jacob Durham here with you. We don't have a newscast, so just kind of talking about our WVLT First Alert weather day that's going to go into effect for our Tuesday. While we're not expecting severe weather, we are tracking some heavy rainfall that definitely could impact your commute both to work and school in the morning, and potentially even the afternoon commute as well. We'll bring it all down for you, including giving you a little sneak peek at the forecast for tomorrow, which is going to be the day that you want to get outside and enjoy while you can. So I'm going to pull up our Facebook feed here off to the side. If you have any questions, comments, please drop those in there. I'll do my best to answer those for you as we head it throughout the day, or of course throughout this Facebook Live. But we're just going to kind of talk about what we're expecting as we head over the course of the next, say, 24 to 48 hours, as things will slowly begin to change as we head closer once again to that commute. So what we're going to talk about now is, of course, this First Alert weather day for your Tuesday. Here's a live look across Pigeon Forge from our Mountain Monster Cam that we're currently dealing with. And you'll see that temperatures are rather chilly. We're already down to 41 here in Knoxville. We even saw a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet mixing into the valley earlier this afternoon. You might have seen some of that falling. We've got some snow across the higher elevations. Some beautiful pictures coming from Mount LeConte, where they picked up a fresh 1 to 2 inches of snow. Newfound Gap, very beautiful as well. Of course, 441 from Gatlinburg over into North Carolina is closed at the moment. So 43 Sevierville, 41 Morristown, 37 Oneida, 39 Jamestown. As we kind of wrap things up through this afternoon and this evening, it's going to stay very quiet, but it's the changes that happen as we head Monday night into Tuesday that's really going to catch our attention, not only in terms of rainfall, but also some very gusty winds, some strong winds, especially for our higher elevation. So right now, radar and cloud track showing you most of the cloud cover off towards our south. We're still dealing with some low-level clouds here in the valley as well as the foothills of the mountains. Some snow flying pretty good there in West Virginia. Now, it was a breezy afternoon out there for us. You'll see those wind gusts are coming down at this hour, so that's some positive news there. Chestnut Hill, 10-mile-per-hour gust right now. Lenore City, 14, and expect these to slowly die off as we head through the overnight hours. Now, let's go ahead and jump into Futurecast, show you what you can expect as many of you are going to bed. Maybe a few stray snow showers possible for the Smokies as we head into the evening, and then quiet weather settling in overnight and into your Monday morning. Not looking at much in the way of impacts as we head into your Monday morning, but make sure to have the kids bundled up as they're heading back to school tomorrow. Down to 29 our low tonight, but a few clouds moving in as we head into the mid-morning time frame. We'll call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy as we head through the Monday time frame. Looking ahead though to Monday afternoon, that's when those changes are set to arrive. You'll see as we head closer to lunchtime, we'll call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Continuing to see those clouds building through the second half of the day though, and the big story will be those rain chances quickly returning as we head into your Monday evening. So we'll stop it here right at 9:30. Notice that green beginning to approach the plateau. Very light rain to start out. Then as we head closer to midnight, that's when that rain will be set to arrive for areas like the valley, Knoxville to La Follette to Wartburg to Jamestown to Crossville. Notice a little bit of a wintry mix. It could be cold enough briefly there. Highest elevations of the Smokies to get a little bit of a wintry mix to start the day, and then that'll transition to a plain cold rain for us. Notice some of it could be heavy at times. This is going to be a good soaking rainfall. We had the drought monitor for you in the WVLT First Alert weather app, showing improvements, but we're going to gain on that as well as we head over the course of the next couple of days. So while severe weather is not expected, it's more so that commute, ponding on the roadways, causing you some slowdowns is what we're looking at as we head into that Tuesday morning time frame. Notice those heavy rain bands really from the Smokies back into the North Carolina mountains and here into the valley as well. Taking a quick glance though at your Monday forecast, easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, 52 Knoxville to Kingston, 53 in Pigeon Forge, 48 Jamestown to Crossville. But here it is, your First Alert weather day issued by the First Alert weather team, WVLT First Alert weather team that is. Heavy rainfall Tuesday morning, messy roads, and those wind gusts here in the valley gusting to 40 miles per hour plus at times. And that's really going to be the big kicker that could impact your commute. So take it slow out there to work and school. The worst times to get on the road to travel Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's when we're expecting the heaviest of rain. Could lower that visibility. Now as rain kind of tapers off through the second half of the afternoon, that's when our winds will pick up and we'll actually see a little bit of transition from rain to snow for some of us as we head into the overnight. So here it is. Messy commute early on your Tuesday morning. You'll see those heavy downpours still lingering through us through about that lunchtime hour. That's why we got that First Alert day for you as we'll pick up 1 to maybe 2 inches of rain by the time it's all said and done. Good news is we'll let that first alert day kind of go through the afternoon. We're not expecting as much in the way of rainfall there as we had closer to that 2 o'clock hour, as it'll become a little bit more scattered. Then you may even see a little bit of late day sunshine. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that. I think we'll keep a lot of clouds around. But notice what happens as we head Tuesday night into Wednesday. Look at that. That's snowfall for some of us. Now, I know probably a lot of you are like, okay, let's break that snow drought that we're in. We haven't seen a good snow in quite some time here in the valley. Unfortunately, that's not the case with this particular setup. I think we're going to be a little too warm. Sure, we could see some snowflakes falling into the valley. Better chance for accumulating snowfall, though, of course, the Smokies, Plateau, back into southeastern Kentucky. That will continue as we head into early Wednesday morning. So what are we talking about in terms of rainfall amounts? Well, you'll see it quickly escalates as we head through the Monday morning time frame. Look at the heavy totals on the North Carolina side of things. That's where they could pick up 2, maybe 3 inches of rain. And I will admit, flooding is not a huge concern for us, at least with this particular rainfall amount. This first alert weather day, it's not necessarily the flooding because we've been dry enough, but it's the fact that it could pond on those roadways. You're looking at 1.5 inches here in Knoxville, easily 2 inches possible up there in the Smokies. Some lighter amounts the farther north and west you travel. You'll see Crossville to Monticello, 1/2 inch to 1 inch, but I think a lot of us looking pretty good at that 1 to 2 inch range. Now, here's another kicker that we're going to be dealing with as we head into the day on Monday. That's going to be the wind speeds. It's going to be very breezy for us as we head into Monday evening. Look at Townsend. That's one area that I want you to watch pretty closely. It's going to be a telltale sign as we head into your Monday evening. 36-mile-per-hour gust, 46 Crossville. Now, this is just one model run, but it's giving you the idea that winds are really going to begin to ramp up higher elevations late Monday. That's where we have a wind advisory as well as a high wind watch for the foothills and the mountains. The wind advisory is along those plateau communities, but notice the valley. Not too bad, not looking bad out there as we head into the early morning hours, but those winds really begin to crank overnight. 43-mile-per-hour gusts Townsend there by 5 a.m. on your Tuesday morning. Easily could see some of those peaks in the Smokies, 70 to maybe 80 miles per hour. There's a 60-mile-per-hour reading here by Tuesday afternoon. But notice the valley. That's when it begins to pick up for us. We'll see those gusts 30, maybe as high as 40 miles per hour as that rain comes to an end. So that could be enough to bring down maybe a couple of dead trees, especially with the heavy rainfall around. So that's something that we'll keep a very close watch on for you, of course. But looking ahead to that impact, we can't be remiss about the potential for a little bit of snowfall. You'll see where we're looking at the accumulation. Once again, kind of that horseshoe effect, what we normally see here in East Tennessee as we are tracking that transition from rain to snow. Mostly for the higher elevations of the Smokies. Could see a little bit of light accumulation there along portions of the plateau into southeastern Kentucky. So looking at those rain probabilities once again, 100%. Starting Monday night into the Tuesday time frame. Going to be a soggy one out there. It's going to be breezy, transitioning to 40%. But I also want to keep your attention looking downrange. That's on Friday. That's going to be our third system. That's going to bring us some pretty decent rainfall totals once again. And once we get past Tuesday, we'll start really talking about Friday as well. But bottom line, it's going to be a bit of a messy commute out there for us. So I want to go ahead and draw your attention, and then we'll kind of get you back to your evening of what we're talking about. This is mainly for your commute forecast on your Tuesday. That's why we got that first alert day for you. 8 a.m. on your Tuesday morning, 12 p.m. Also looking a little bit on the iffy side with some of those showers and downpours. And then by 4 p.m., some of that rain beginning to lighten up. So we're going to keep a close watch on this for you, of course, as we head throughout the next couple of days. It's just going to be something that we're going to watch, especially tomorrow night. That's when that rain kind of picks up, and then gusty winds also into the Tuesday time frame through the afternoon hours. And of course, we'll continue to monitor these models through the rest of this evening. We'll be live at 10 o'clock on the CW and then back on WVLT News at 11 tonight. So I don't see many questions in the comments, so hopefully everything was kind of explained pretty well. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the WVLT First Alert Weather Day for you on your Tuesday. And then, of course, if you are just joining, you can always go back and look at this live as well. But I see Ryan's so sick of the rain. I'm kind of with you there. I wish we could get a little bit of snowfall, especially with some of these colder temperatures around. We still have a ways to go in winter, so maybe we can change that. But thankfully, slowly improving those situations for our drought at the moment. So with that being said, we'll let you get back. Hopefully you have a great evening out there. We'll continue to look over the models and have the latest for you coming up tonight.